Hi everybody, Hitch here, and today we're going to be having another After Hours Gaming League with Team Nvidia. Bands coming out.
Dyer's ban.
It's first band's gonna go to Google Minus. That is who they're playing against today. Google Minus playing for Girls Who Code. This is the charity that they want to have their winnings go to. They're at a win-1 and they're at a 1-1 standing. They win one, they lost one, and their motto is F at first you don't succeed, rage quit. So the captain of the team, Slythe here, making the bands coming out right now. We'll see if we get
reserve time.
You know, some stereotypical bands, probably, you know, just heroes they don't want to play against. So, and again, Team Nvidia, they're sitting at a 1-1 win-a-loss streak, and
Radiant's
their motto
band.
is the way it's meant to be played. All your frame are belong to us. Playing for the Game Changer charity. All of these information available at AfterHoursGaming.tv. We see their
Dyer's
stereotypical first band Brewmaster because they hate playing against it, and then the Tidehunter, of course, being banned out by Google Minus. Now, the Tidehunter is a good teamfight hero you want to ban out if you're going to go for a pushing strat. So we might see some pushing heroes coming out for Google Minus here, because
5 seconds.
without him to interrupt everything, you can just kind of sit under a tower. Okay, Juggernaut, popular ban right now because he's really doing well. Okay, and then the Faceless Void, the same bands we've seen from Nvidia in the last few games. Ooh, Doom coming out. First pick, Doom.
Radiant's pick.
Interesting play coming out from Google Minus. Doom is one of those heroes, like, yes, he has some counters, but he doesn't give away your entire strategy just by picking him off first, because he's a great offlaner, he's a great jungler, he can just kind of move around the map and find his farm no matter where he's at. And he's good for team fighting. Okay, we got the Vengeful Spirit. I wonder if we'll get our combo supports here again. But Vengeful Spirit, always great. You got the magic missile. There it is. Yep. Centaur Wonder for Cracklenot. We're going to be casting again today for the After Hours. And then, so this should be pretty excellent. We got the Centaur War Wonder, Vengeful Spirit. Always a good combination. You can swap into the Stomp or stun or chain the Stomp and the Magic Missile together. They usually play this in a tri-lane where Centaur War Runner just gets a ton of kills if they're doing well. So, interesting combo coming out.
10 seconds
on
to go.
Nvidia Classic, if you will. Okay, so next pick coming out for Google Minus. They're seeing the Centaur War Runner and the Vengeful Spirit, taking their time to consider what else to go for next, because they might have been meaning to grab one of these, judging by how they're dipping into the reserve time. Because usually your first two picks, you have some sort of synergy in mind. So, we see a Doom, and we're going to see what they pick up next. There are a lot of heroes that go really well with Doom, so it could be much worse. So with the bands, maybe they we'll see what they're going to pick up. May I go for another support this early, because it's nice to get a hold of those, like Nvidia does, that those game-changing sort of supports, if you will. There it is, Skywrath Mage. Always a good pick against the Vengeful Spirit. You know, and with the Ancient Seal, you know, she can swap in and then get sealed up and have no way to get out or do anything. Or you can stop her from swapping out against like a Faceless Void and a Chrono or something. So
10 seconds to go.
we got a kind of the beginnings of a very team fight oriented team on Google Minus. And as we know, Nvidia is very team fight oriented as well. So this might be a high kill game if we're lucky, and it's fun to watch. So Viper being banned out on the side of Nvidia, taking away that dominant mid laner. So we might see a mid lane ban here, maybe a TA or a Storm Spirit banned out. Just
10 seconds to go.
Generally dominant heroes, because if you can't dominate the lane yourself, since Google has the first pick there, you might as well not let them dominate it either. Okay, so dipping into the reserve time. Really thinking about this ban here. Okay, and they're going to go with a Clockwork ban. Oh man, Clockwork can mess up a team fight strategy. So they're going to keep Clockwork out because he can really split their team up. And they want to keep everybody together and focusing on one or two targets. So good ban coming out from Nvidia, in my opinion. And we'll go back to the Google Minus squad, who are looking to ban out.
10 seconds to go.
Let's see. It seems like every single ban so far has been a big team fight hero. So, you know, maybe the Skywrath Mage is just there for control while they break out the rest of the push strats. We might see a Shadow Shaman coming out. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Death Prophet at all. Alright, so another ban coming out from Nvidia. They've broken away from their usual bans with this clockwork, so maybe they're thinking some other things they don't want to fight against.
10 seconds
Axe,
to
of course.
go.
The ban out on Axe has been pretty popular lately, just because he's been
5
so damn
seconds.
efficient at creep skipping, and he's just really good in this patch, especially if you can get the Omni Knight heal bomb with him. So
Reserve time.
okay, Broodmother, they don't want to fight again. Ugh. I like this ban just because Broodmother can tear apart squishy supports like a Vengeful Spirit without even having to, you know, do anything but spam her Spiderlings out. Next pick coming out for Nvidia. I wonder if we'll see another Storm Spirit. They seem to like the hero a lot, so. But they also like to save it for last so it doesn't get counterpicked, which would be kind of bad for them at this
10
point. The
seconds
Skywrath
to
Mage
go.
is an excellent... Okay, so they picked the Death Prophet for themselves,
Dyer's
so...
pick.
This changes a lot. Like, with the Yule Scepter can be a team fighting hero, but usually used in pushing strategies, so... But against the Skywrath Mage, you need to make sure that ultimate gets off before you get in there. Because the Skywrath Mage, you know, you get a Force Staff, you can, you know, get somebody who's even close, pop them forward, get the silence, and then drop the nukes. So, Bristleback. Okay, they're going for a big old tank
Radiant's
there.
pick.
Somebody maybe who in the earlier game will be able to just harass the Death Prophet, but I don't think they'll run Bristleback mid. Might be in... Could probably off lane, safe lane duos right coming out right now. Death Prophet, of course, going mid. I would expect to see the same aggressive try that we saw with these guys. And the Shadow Shaman, because that would again add to the pushing power that they had in the last
10 seconds
game
to
that
go.
worked out really well for them. So I think maybe they, you know, if they enjoyed that strategy, I would continue
5
with it if
seconds.
they think they can make it work. The only thing about that is they have some very tanky heroes they're going up against, so they're going to need the control. Okay, picking up a Life Stealer.
Dyer's
Interesting.
pick.
So, Life Stealer, debatably, like, debatably good in this patch, but, you know, he's never really that bad. But with his new Infest, where you can mind control a creep, and everything like that, we'll see. I haven't seen a lot of really excellent Life Stealer plays out myself, but, it's not saying it can't be done. He's good in the jungle. You know,
10
maybe that's where
seconds to
they're
go.
planning on just leaving him there until he can come out and be scary, because Life Stealer, his early
5
game is a little
seconds.
bit tougher now, so. One thing I never understood was, look at all these teeth. It's like he
Reserve
stole somebody
time.
else's teeth to put them in his mouth. Next pick coming out for Team Google Minus. Let's see, they got the Bristleback, so it looks like they're going heavy team fights. So Bristleback, you want, you know, you send him in first as your initiator. Everybody attacks him while he just wanders around with Quill Spray and tries to keep his back to you. And then you come in out with everybody else. So I would expect to see a nuker with maybe a little bit of control. So actually, you know what, the Storm Spirit's not terrible for them either. But you know, man, they're really taking their time on this one. They're gonna run out of time here real quick. Like, this is their reserve time almost up. It shows that they're really thinking about it, but they need to be careful because that's all of the reserve time they have. I mean, coming
10
up
seconds
compared
to
to
go.
Team Nvidia.
5 seconds.
So okay,
Phantom Assassin.
Phantom Assassin. That's probably going to be their mid laner.
Radiant's ban.
All right, I could see that with the, unless somebody on this Nvidia gets an MKB, this Phantom Assassin, if left alone, can do some real damage. The only problem is putting her up mid against Death Prophet is she's going to take a lot of harass early on before she can get her
10
levels in
seconds
Blur to
to
keep
go.
her safe. So she has the possibility to get shut down in that mid lane if they're not careful.
5 seconds.
But
5 seconds.
It doesn't, you know, if you can get the levels and play her safe into the tower,
Reserve
you know, last
time.
hitting with your Stifling Dagger, you can still stay pretty safe. It's just against the Death Prophet in the mid lane, it's really hard to stay safe from any damage, so. Oh, ban out a Visage against
Dyer's ban.
the Google Minus. So another ban coming out from them. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Shadow Shaman just because you hate to see this DP Shadow Shaman combination. It's a beast to fight against because all they have to do is get one pick off, and then they can go to a tower,
10
just drop the
seconds to
ults.
go.
Okay, banning out Jakiro. They want to another
Radiant's pick.
controller in the fights, so they just want to make sure that. So each team trying to find make it so they can fight on their terms. So really, it's going to fall heavily upon the initiators in this one, and you got two initiators on the side of Team Nvidia that are really excellent. Lifestealer, of course, can be an excellent. You know, the Infest Centaur Runner blink, stomp,
10
burst
seconds
out.
to go.
That's some crazy burst damage if they can get the proper engagement. But, you know, of course you got,
5 seconds.
you know, Skywrath Mage with silences, the blink in from Phantom Assassin, the dooming doom.
Reserve time.
All right, last pick here for Team Nvidia. Sorry about the sniffles, guys. Just feeling a little sick. Hey, hi to everybody on the Twitch stream. So, yeah, we're getting underway here. So, one more pick coming out for Nvidia. They have all the time in the world to choose. I'd like to see something a little bit more higher. Oh, there it is, the Shadow Shaman I've been talking about. Surprised he made it to this point in the picking stage, but you know, since he was there, they went ahead and grabbed him. I think his control can make a big difference in these team fights, because one thing Google Minus are lacking is stuns and things like that. I mean, you can get a Centaur Stomp, you know, you got your silence and your slow, and this is a slow, and this is a slow, but no real stuns, no disables, and that's the thing that could really make the difference in these giant team fights. So last pick coming out for Team Google Minus. Very
5 seconds.
Interesting draft from them so far, so I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe one other support, depending on how they're planning on playing the Doom.
Time.
Okay, a puck. So I would guess. So I would. Sorry. Okay, so they're planning on sending the puck mid. So let's get the teams underway. Good luck having fun coming out from teams. Let's see. Slythe the captain
Places,
running the puck,
everyone.
probably going mid. Got Bristleback. Stads on the Bristleback, Sloth on the Doom, Furai on the Phantom Assassin, one of my favorite sets on him. Cluck playing the Skywrath Mage. I mean, all in video, we got Bonta-kun playing the Life Stealer, Kragglenaut on his signature Centaur, LDC on signature Vengeful, Hayukin playing his mid DP, and then Dudu Ragdoll on the Shadow Shaman. Heroes they're really comfortable with, so we'll see how this shakes out. As Bonta-kun goes for the top rune. Sorry, Kragglenaut goes for the top rune. He sits and waits, but the entirety of Team Google Midas is... They're showing themselves a little bit here, but they're probably going to have this rune. He sees at least one of them popping in and out, so... They're trying to hide themselves. Meanwhile, bottom rune, Sloth and Slythe are getting ready to contest that, but there's the entirety of Nvidia. Nobody leveling any skill... Okay, the stun skilled... Pings coming out from Puck. Have them check this high ground, make sure nobody's looping around. They drop the Sentry Ward and see if Kragglenaut can get in, get out, get on his way, but he sees... Okay, he sees too many of them. He's decided to give it up. Meanwhile, bottom rune, they're going on Slythe. He grabs the bounty rune, but it's going to cost him. There's the Shackles, and your first blood going to Team Nvidia. Dropped by Bonta-kun on the Life Stealer. Not somebody you want to have any momentum in this early game, so that's that's a very early first blood, but grabs a TP scroll and then just ports mid. Good creep blocking coming out from Hayukin, keeping it on his side so he doesn't have to fight the uphill in the fog. And then we'll see Slythe up against him. They've got a dual lane top with Phantom Assassin and the Skywrath Mage. Skywrath going to be putting out a lot of harass on this poor Centaur War Runner. And then going to have a tri-lane bot with Dudu Ragdoll, Bonta-kun, and LDC on the Vengeful Spirit. Who popped a popped a mana pod already, so let's bring up our last hits, see how everybody's doing. So mid lane pretty darn even actually right now, while they're trying to keep this Bristle shut down in this lane. Doom got immediately into the jungle. It's not the easiest character to jungle level 1. Well, no character is really easy to jungle level 1, but he's already made it up to his level 2. He's just putting in his licks, making him walk around, attack him, and then go back through the merry-go-round farm, as it were. Because you use one to block while the others come around. Phase shift coming out from the Slythe to try to not get hit by that Crypt Swarm. Looks like he was successful as he have a little bit more life down. Kragglenaut really taking a lot of harass in this top lane. Of course, you know, this try against a Bristleback is a lot harder because that Cool Spray can get just all three of you. It looks like they're going to go for the dive. Here comes the chicken. He's out of it. Here's the stun. Can they get the Shackles to keep him? There's the Shackles, and that's going to be another kill going towards the Life Stealer. That is very, very dangerous. He's already up to 1,000 gold. And that mid lane, they're not winning hard enough. Heck, The only good thing for a team Google Minus right now is that Kragglenot's being pretty much shut down. He has no last hits, but he's still staying within experience range. Regen Rune going towards Cluck, interestingly enough. The Banner Rune get picked out, and Bristleback's going to go for it. It doesn't look like there's going to be any contention from Team Nvidia on this one. Doom chilling out in the jungle with his creeps. He picked up, let's see, who did he eat? Okay, he ate one of the trolls there. Slythe taking some damage from Hayukin. They're just trading blows back and forth. And then meanwhile, Top got the wraparound from Skywrath, but he just doesn't have the go-to to take care of it. Hayukin getting pretty low in this mid lane, but he's got his bottle and he's got a clarity and there's still shared Tango. Slythe bottle as well, so they're really even on this. Meanwhile, oh, poor Slythe. Here comes the chain stunning again. They're going to need to get somebody to deal with this tri-lane. There's the chicken. They're not even going to need the shackles this time. And there it is. Vengeful Spirit getting the kill this time. This is a really tough lane for this Bristleback until he gets more in his Bristleback ability. Meanwhile, mid lane, both of them just sitting on their bottles, kind of getting some farm up. Kragglenot getting forced to come pretty deep in here to get any farm at all. If you're using the Stifling Daggers, up to 565 gold and have their boots. Wow, the bottom tower taking a bunch of shots, or sounded like it was. Taking a few shots from Bontacoon down here as he gets tagged up a little bit.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Slythe and Hayukin rocking each other. Ooh, Puck just barely unable to phase shift that. He's getting pretty... Okay, he's just going to bottle up. Got the Flying Courier coming out for Bontacoon. Let's see what he picks up. Picks up the recipe for Hand of Midas. So that way he can just get the 500 gold, pop into the side shop, and that'll keep his farm going with a reliable gold so he doesn't have to worry as much about dying. But Bristleback finally getting a little break as the two supports have to rotate out. Hayukin, now that he has the bottle, these runes are going to be very contested. I wouldn't see. Okay, so Puck just sitting back. Here comes the slow from the Skywrath Mage. Pops the illusion room, gets the silence off, and this is going to be Hayukin going down in this. Oh, Crypt Swarm gets him low, but grabs the illusions, try to finish anything off. And Slythe and Cluck trying to juke him out, and they get the jukes off. Not enough damage to take out Cluck. Maybe want to cancel the healing salve. Okay, so cancel the healing salve on Slythe. You know, not entirely, you know, not the worst that could have happened, but still, that's a good kill for your mid lane Puck.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
And Nvidia, they're getting kind of scary. They've got the most last hits. Let's check out the net worth at this point, because other than those kills going, oh yeah, see they have, other than the lifestealer, the other three going very heavily into the farming side of Google Minus. Meanwhile, top Kragglenot taking some damage from the Skywrath, just getting harassed out of his lane. Bristleback still getting messed up. He has to go back just to pick up his boots. Kind of poor, but Bristleback's not really a hero that needs a ton of farm to be effective. But if he gets a ton, he can be unstoppable. So probably see him relegated to okay. Puck's phase shift works that time. Gets the deny on the plinking, forcing Hayukin to get another one, so he takes some harass in this lane. Got Shadow Shaman and Dudu Ragdoll smoked up and sitting in the wings. They look like they're going to go in on this Slythe, who sees them coming. Here's the silence. There's the stun. Here's the... Oh, damn. Death Prophet getting a return kill on that Puck as they... as LDC and Dudu Ragdoll try to make their way out of this middle lane. Meanwhile, top... Oh, no, nothing. Never mind. Kragglenot just sitting there absorbing his experience, trying to just not die. Furai sees this and goes for him, and would have had a crit, but canceled the attack. Hayukin sitting under this tower, getting very... Okay, the 6 is there. Thinking about going for her ultimate, I can tell, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Shadow Shaman picking up the haste. Here comes the charge, so... Ooh, still didn't get the bounty room. It was picked up by the Skywrath Mage. Hasted up Shadow Shaman, looking for some trouble going top as I missed the Centaur War Runner kill.
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
Yes, the Puck rotated top instead of mid like they were expecting and got the pick off on that Centaur War Runner. He's rocking level 6 as well. Expended the Dream Coil for the kill, but very, very worth it at this point in the game. So Death Prophet, of course, moving up above the Puck, and now the Doom in this mid lane, so things looking a little bit better for Nvidia than they were in the last few seconds, just with those rotations. And here comes the Wombo stun combo. They're looking for the wraparound. Oh, drop the just drop it a ward. Never mind. Looked like they might have been going for the wraparound, but they're gonna wait for Kragglenot to get back. Hayukin and Slythe trading some blows. Okay, they see the ward, they're pinging it out, and then they drop. Okay, they drop another ward right next to him. So Slythe, Hayukin trading blows at the bottom. Okay, nothing really happening there. So this turned out to be a very interesting game. LDC getting harassed back by the Sky Wrath. I love the. Oh shoot. Okay, so Doom just casually popping Scorched Earth. Looking around for some kills, expecting people to come around from behind, and it's just gonna use it to farm. So here come the two smoked up following Cragglenot, and Sloth looks like he's in a lot of trouble here. There's the Centaur stomp run in, and that's the kill. LDC getting gold from that. Looks like they're gonna go for the wraparound, but Slythe sees him come, goes to the opposite side of the tower, looks to maybe jaunt in. No, just gonna throw a casual orb, and then he'll back off. So, trying to control the Doom's farm in this jungle, making him scared to go out, which is always a good thing, because Doom is one of those things, like I said, can usually always find his farm. They drop another sentry ward, because they know this one's probably gonna get dewarded. Then they ping out possibly where to go next. Hayukin getting ready to take on Slythe here in this middle lane, but it doesn't look like they're going to make it easy. Skywrath Mage, ooh, good phase shift coming out from Slythe, preventing that Crypt Swarm from doing any damage at all to him. No ult popped yet for Hayukin. He's still just waiting to make sure he can make the most of it, because when you pop it, you want to take a tower, and that's what I think he's thinking. Maybe waiting for Shadow Shaman to come to level 6, which he's getting closer. Level 4, okay. Here's another wraparound on Furai. Here comes LDC. There's the beginning stun. Here come the shackles. Here comes the stump. Oh, and it's perfectly done, too. Chicken, double edge. Gotta run now. Skywrath is pissed. But the pickoff on that is exactly what they needed to put their team at the first top 2. Cragglenot making a kind of a misplay. Trying to go back in. Gets Dream called up. Gets silenced. And here's the... Okay, he's getting so low, and there's one more right click will do it, as Dudu Ragdoll and LDC need to run away. They don't have the damage to deal with this. So good turnaround kill for Team Google Minus, but meanwhile in the mid lane, Hayukin, okay, not popping the tower yet. Lifestealer taking out the bottom tower on this Bontacoon, who's got his hand to minus up at 1,200 gold. Stads trying to contest it. Somebody pointing in, it's the PA. And then top, they're just going to be pushing in. They're trying to get some damage on this. Oh, damn, Phantom Assassin getting the Lifestealer kill, and Dudu Ragdoll is doomed up. This is going to be enough to just take him out. They don't even need the right clicks, but they get both of them for the price of nothing. Bringing it to 5-6 in favor of Team Nvidia, just by 1. Banneroon coming up for contention as DP grabs it and needs to turn around quick. Here comes Slythe and the entire team. I wonder if Hayukin can get out of here in time. Looking for a jaunt in, I'll bet. Hayukin just going for the straight for the next room. So some plinks getting in by the creep's top as Hayukin comes down and grabs this haste rune. Looks like he's just gonna keep it and get rid. No, he's making the wraparound. They're looking to get their Lifestealer back caught up because he lost a pretty good chunk of change when he died. Yeah, see, he was up at 1,200. Now he's back down to 600. So decent chunk of change in the death coming out from Bontacoon. So as you see on the net worth charts, it's there's not a big enough difference on either team to really call it for one side or the other yet. They've been pretty even trades, doing very well. Hayukin and LDC coming in to try to get the oh, phase shift. He just jaunts his way out of there. So very well played by this puck in the mid lane. So just trading up some blows in this early game. Looks like it's going to be another tower. Okay, they pop the glyph and bring in some rotations to try to handle with this. Hayukin moving up into the jungle because he knows it's safe. You can just see this ward. He pops the stampede as they try to get the kill top on the PA, and they'll get it. They'll deny the mid, but here comes Stads on this bristleback. Oh, double edge doing a ton of damage to Cragglenot himself as he has 5 stacks of Quill Spray. As they make the rotation in, trying to get this. There's the shackles, there's everything, and there's a dead bristleback. Collect deciding not to go in on that, deciding just to stay safe. And there they pop that and dewarded this middle camp, but they still have the top tower. Okay, Cluck thinking he can get the DP who popped her ult, and she's just gonna sit and do some damage to this tower. Here comes the slow. Here comes the okay, going on to Dudu Ragdoll, dropping a random ult in the corner, kind of a misclick. Due to Ragdoll goes down, but gets the kill on the Skywrath Mage, bringing it 10-7 as this DP ult is still going, so they're gonna probably try to get some more licks in on this tower, bringing it down as low they can as they're trading blows as the mid tower taking some damage from the creeps. So Dire's top tower looks like this is gonna make it 3 towers to nothing for Team Nvidia, which is really helping their net worth right now.
Dire's got one last top tower.
So Puck bottling up a bounty rune and activating it almost instantly. Ping coming out to defend the mid tower on the Radiant side. As here comes the port in from the Death Prophet. Even collects up a last hit. Perfectly timed. Here comes the orb. It's gonna miss, but you know. This poor Bristleback has just been shut down hard this game while they're playing. He's sitting below the position 5 Skywrath. So you can tell he's been a high priority target for Team Nvidia. They know that he doesn't have the mobility to get away from him very quickly. Kragelnot waiting. Okay, so just trying to see what he can see, I guess. As they all group up and look to go maybe push mid again. The problem with their team fighting right now is they're kind of set to fight under towers. Okay, ping it out, and there comes the smoke. I swear to God, one of the characters just coughed from the smoke. Okay, so they're smoked up, looking to make the wraparound mid or top. Oh, they chose top, which is unfortunate. They're not going to find anything. Pinging that out.
Bottom tower.
They're not going to find anything up here. Maybe they can get the quick wraparound mid as the smoke is revealed. Oh, Death Prophet walking right into it, and that's a free kill for Team Google. A very good pickoff for them, too. Top tower probably going to pay the consequence for this is Scythe rocking his Blink Dagger. Here comes a port in.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Kragelnot might be a little overconfident here. He needs to be careful. That Dream Coil was not expended. Stats, yep. There we go. As Google Minus takes their first tower of the game off of that pick off of the DP. Bounty rune pinged out, which they're going to grab another one of. They're really doing some good rune control from this Google team. Stad's going to think about taking it. Just going to bounce around until Scythe on the puck can get in. Kragelnot dropping some scouting illusions that are pinged out from Furai. Iokin ports back mid as they try to figure out what their next move is going to be. Okay, so Bristleback having fun with some some illusions. Top tower, Furai looking a lot better. He's got the broadsword Claymore, getting ready to have that Battle Fury up, and that's actually not terrible timing considering the deaths early game. So Puck rocking the Blink Dagger and. On the side, LDC got the Tranquil Boots. Just going around and check, see what everybody's had. Kragelnot still working towards his Blink Dagger. He also did not have the best of early games. But he's cleaning up now, getting close. Let's see. On the Doom, rocks his hand as Midas and picked up a point booster already. He looks like Ogre Club coming out, so he's probably going to go straight towards the Aghanim's Doom. Taking some damage from the Hellbear. Skywrath Mage. He's position 5, but he's got the Sentry Wards. It's pretty much what you want him to have right now. And then the Bristleback picking up a Medallion of Courage, so that means they're probably going to go for Roche here soon. Wouldn't be surprised to see it. Due to Ragdoll rocking his Mana Boots, and then this Lifestealer, who's had a very up and down game. But he's still rocking the top of the charts. He's got 1,000 gold Hand Midas Phase Boots, so he's doing pretty well. As both teams just kind of looking to play Farm Fest for a little while.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
The Farm Fest works out, I think, a little bit better for Team Google because they have the late hero monsters, late game heroes that can turn into monsters. Montacoon spying out this rune, gonna grab. Oh, no, he's just gonna guard it out. No, he grabs it. Wants to make sure he stays on top of that net worth chart. Let's see, the other rune gonna be a regeneration rune as both teams. Okay, we've got a smoke coming out from Team Google. They look for somebody in this mid lane. They're hoping to set the Bristleback out there as bait, but no one sees it, so they got. Oh, maybe they're just gonna smoke right into the Roche pit. So, oh nope, they decide to go into the jungle. They want that life stealer. They know he's in the jungle, just hanging out. Okay, he infests into Montacoon, who blinks, bursts out, destroys the Skywrath Mage, but they lose their Death Prophet on the opposite side. Sloth also getting killed here as Slythe tries to make his way out. Almost invincible Blink Dagger Puck, but there's just so much control, and it turns into a 3-for-1 trade going the way of Team Nvidia as they move into lane and decide they're probably going to push this lane out since they're all right here and just go for that tower. The defense ping coming out from Team Google as Bristleback makes his way there. Without the backup, I would say just let him have the tower, but they're looking to defend this. They know their pushing power is down because the wards are dropped and there's no DP ults to have to deal with. Oh, here comes the control out, and there goes the Bristleback getting blown up as Death Prophet comes back to life, as well as the Skywrath Mage. They're just going to put some licks in on the tower and probably back off. 12 charges. Kragglenaut in the trees. He's got his Blink Dagger now, so he can blink in, stomp. He was going to double edge, but then he gets eaten. Oh, man. The Devour doing a lot of damage. Lucky didn't get doomed. The Doo-Doo Ragdoll, they're going to lose on the back end. The Skywrath ult just finishes him off. Whoa, Death Prophet goes down again, taken out by the Phantom Assassin, who's getting scary. Ooh, it was almost a 1-for-1 trade, though, with the Battle Fury coming up. Treads and Mana Boots coming out for the side of Team Google, which is going to be a bigger difference in these team fights. Stomp from Centaur, I heard, as he needs to make his way out. Puck grabbing the Bounty Rune as Bonta-kun throws out the wounds to heal himself up on these jungle creeps. So this, off the back of those 2 kills, it looks like Google's looking to push now, as they really hurt the DP's overall net worth. LDC getting Dream Coiled up, nothing to save him. Bonta-kun coming in, trying to get a pickup kill on Slythe, but he's just got too many ways out. We're going to see the Orb and the Jaunt here if he can get it. Oh, there's the Chicken, though, and they get the kill on Slythe. An excellent pickup, but there's the Doom on Bonta-kun. They really need not to lose this Life Stealer as this is happening. Doo-Doo Ragdoll really taking a lot of damage trying to prevent it. Hayukin throwing out, and then they get the Cluck, but the position 5 not really worth there. Bonta-kun he will barely live through the Doom. Kragglenaut and Hayukin looking to get this Doom pick off, but it doesn't look like they're going to have the movement speed to catch him. But they're going to look like they're going to try, okay. Decide to go against it and turn around and look to go on this Bristleback. Hayukin diving really deep on this. He wants somebody killed. Uses his Yules offensively. Blinking from Kragglenaut. Misses the stomp. And they're just going to have to back off of that. Bonta-kun healing himself up with open wounds on a creep. And there comes the Crypt Swarm. So, Nvidia getting kind of cocky. They're not... Okay, so they just dropping the wards and the DP ult. They're good for zoning. They're good for just destroying and melting this tower. Slythe looking for a back-end jaunt in on probably over here. Okay, here comes the lifesteal coming out. He immediately gets silenced up. Skywrath ult going to be a little bit too late as Kragglenaut blinks in and gets on the backside. Whoa! Looks like there's mid-tower and the Bristleback getting killed out. Doo-Doo Ragdoll, it seems like they need to make a retreat out at this point. Maybe they'll go for Roche with the ult still up, but it's just going to end a little too soon. So Kragglenaut blinking around, being kind of cheeky in this. LDC leading the charge out as they pick up a Bounty Rune. Not going to really look to do much else, though, so... They get a few of the wards picked up on the side of Team Google, but Kragglenaut, Bonta-kun just going to start cleaning up this and pushing this back in. A lot of pressure coming out, but Furai looking a little scary. He's got the Morbid Mask. He's got the Ogre Club getting close to his BKB. But he's just going to get stunned to hell as they go for the back kill on Bonta-kun. Is getting super low. The Doom comes out and the Devour, but then the chains up on Sloth. They're kind of split on who they're going for, and this could be bad for them if they're not careful. Cluck getting the silence on Hayukin, who needs to get out. Sloth getting swapped out by LDC, and then it's going to be the double edge, bringing a 4-for-1 trade for Team Nvidia. Getting super low in that fight, but just had the kiting ability to keep it going. Stads throwing out some quills. He knows they're low, and if he can get enough stacks, he can get a kill, but he needs to be ultra careful. Here comes the stump. I don't know, it might be a little too much. Okay, there's the chicken. Keeping him away. Kragglenaut can't decide whether he wants to go in or out. He's taking some tower damage. Here comes the nasal goo and a stack. This might be Kragglenaut. Oh, he blinks out though. And Stad's gonna pay for it with his life. Trying to get that kill on the Centaur War Runner. Everybody on the field dead on the side of Team and Google as Nvidia needs to back off as they're rocking so little health at this point. Tower taking a ton of damage. Slythe looking to blink in and get something for his troubles. But it doesn't look like he'll be able to find anybody as the rest of Team Nvidia has backed off for now. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to go for something like a Roche here soon, because they're losing a lot of momentum off the back of all of these towers and the kills. I mean, they still have a very, very farmed Doom and PA, but if you can't get it to the late game to make them effective, you're going to have a bit of a trouble. Ogre Club coming out, looking at the beginnings of a BKB for Furai. She just cleans up with this Battle Fury. That's the saving grace on Team Google Minus, is they have very good late game heroes. So we'll see if they can continue to keep Kragelnot controlled as they have, and same with Ayukin, getting the pickups on him, which have been super important on that Death Prophet. It could be a very, very good game for Google, but the thing is, they need to get that momentum going for them. As it looks like Nvidia looking to go for the Roche Pit, but they're going to be scouted out by an Dire Observer Ward. And Bontakun going straight in, gets immediately bashed. That sucks. Okay, but is this a bait play? Because Nvidia seem reluctant to actually dive in. Ayukin on the Death Prophet, not looking too confident. Okay, as they back off out of the Roche Pit. Okay, the Dire Observer Ward right here has been scouting him out this whole time. Look at its vision. It sees them even now as they smoke up under the ward. Oh, such bad timing. Kragelnot going in under the smoke at his seat. Okay, they're revealed. There's Slythe. Oh, they get the stun perfectly, and he's gone. The ult from the Skywrath Mage being controlled out as Shadow Shaman force stashes him. He gets... Oh, but he gets doomed. He needs to be careful. He needs... get out of this fight as... Oh, there it is. That's Duty Ragdoll taken out. But they're going to get Sloth for him. So it's a 2-for-1 trade for Team Nvidia. But it's not a complete loss. Even though the Doom died, he got the kill on the Shadow Shaman as Doom ticked him out. And looks like they're going to be trading Roche for this. Okay, so... they're going to pop the DP ult. They just want to get this done before anybody comes back to threaten them. As LDC goes to defend the tower top. Push the lane out a little, and looks like this is going to be a fairly quick Roche. No... yeah.
Just got stomped by the Radiant.
Okay, Lifestealer picking it up. They want to keep him rocking the tops of the charts. He's got 2,000 gold, and what he's going to be going for next as a mechanism is picked up by the Vengeful Spirit. He's got his Heaven's Halberd, which is he's gotten, I'm pretty sure, to disarm this Phantom Assassin, who's farming up Ancients and getting pretty damn scary. Like, this should be the Mithril Hammer for her BKB right there. So Nvidia, they have a great team fight, but they're kind of having a problem pushing right now because they're using all of their push ults for team fights. So see them wandering around as Furai sitting under a Radiant Observer Ward, but looking to go back in on the newly spawned Ancients. Not getting pinged out, so probably okay. Everybody's looking to wander around the jungle, keeping their farm up. Okay, Bristleback. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Down here with Kragelnot. There's the silence. There's the ult. He can't make it out. He's done. Oh, maybe he's not. Forgot the... Oh, blinking from Kragelnot with the double edge. Meanwhile, top, there's the Dream Coil out, but they don't find any kills with it as they lift the PA into the air. This is the one they want to click out, but she just blinks to one of her friends and gets out of that bond. Kragelnot bounces in, gets the double edge. I don't know if he can fight this, though. Furai deciding not to turn around, throws the dagger and keeps him out as they just finish off this tower. It's got the backdoor protection, but it's not going to be enough. Bottom tower. So... a lot of momentum for Team Nvidia right now. They're just rocking this, going forward. They got two down, so they decide now's the time to press high ground. They drop the wards, immediately blink in, try to get the kill on Cluck, but misses the stun, so has to back off. Slythe probably looking to make a play here to dive in and get something, but with the wards and the lifesteal and everything, lifestealer knows he's okay. He's got the Aegis of Immortal, so he's tanking up all he can for his team as they get the tower and look to go for a few racks here. It's rocking in, rocking out. Okay, there, they finally take the Lifestealer down, but he's got it, and there's Furai getting chickened up. There's the stomp, and Stads looks like he might pay for it as the orb comes in. It's a very chaotic fight, nobody really knowing exactly who they're going to be going on. Bottom barracks taken out, though, by these wards who've done so much work. Slythe getting low, and then he drops Sloth gets chained up, and they take him out as a 3-for-0 inside their own base. Furai even getting super low, and Slythe throwing out the orb. Now they look again. They take the racks. See if Nvidia backs off, or if they're just gonna go for another tower. They're just going straight for mid as their lane is pushed out, and this is getting very scary though. They're getting pretty low, so Slythe throwing out these high damage orbs. Kragelknot needs to stay along the back end and heal up as LDC pops the mechanism. And this tower just melted. Now they're... Ooh. Shiva's got picked up. Ayuk, and that'll keep his mana up, and a slow for the team to keep it around. And there's 2 lanes as there's a swap out on Furai, who gets just blown up as Slythe also looking in trouble in the back lane. It's wicked sick and dominated coming out for the 2 on Team Nvidia, but Kragelknot gonna go down from the tower ticks. This might be enough to actually have Nvidia back off, but they decide they're just going to keep plinking away. They got all of the high damage heroes out, and they might want to try to force a buyback, so they're just going to go top and attack this tower. They don't have creeps with them, so that may make it a little hard. So they're just, okay, they're going straight for the creep wave. They have 35 seconds until the PA is back up. Very unfortunate deaths for them. Oh, that's how you clear a wave, boys. Look at that. All right, so they move up. Ward's already back on cooldown and ready to take this tower out. And that means by the time they get to the other one, Exorcism's probably going to be up. Wow, this tower just melting. Bontakun coming in for those last hits. He's picked up a Hyper Stone. Jeez. We're probably going to turn that into an Assault Cuirass as we follow Hayukin through the jungle. Looking very grim for Team Google. They got just beat up in that base race. So 1 tower down and 1 tower, 1, 2, 3 remaining for the opposite side. They're waiting for Exorcism probably to come back up, and even by then, Shadow Shaman, his wards will be getting close too. So grabs the illusion room and bottles it up. Everybody back to full health, and as they look to go on the Lifestealer, who's Kevin up the Ancient, he gets doomed, and this is going to be a free kill for Team Google. Just exactly what they needed at this point. And that's a really good pickoff on the top net worth hero, so I wouldn't be surprised if that threw some levels their way. Like, alright, Staff of Wizardry picked up, and a Voidstone picked up as well on Slythe. The Doom picked up his Ag Scepter as a Vanguard and BKB coming out for Google. This could make a big difference in team fights. That BKB will prevent Furai from being turned into a chicken and shackled and stomped and stunned, and give her a chance to actually get in there and do some damage. She's got the Morbid Mask to steal some life, so with her Blur, as long as she can get decent RNG, she should be a lot scarier in these fights coming up. And another thing about it is you don't expect it on Team Nvidia. When you're rolling this hard, you're like, oh yeah, we can just keep going, woo! Okay, Buckler picked up, so it looks like he's probably going to be going for a Crimson Guard on stats. Excellent item for him, as there's the right-click damage of the strength heroes like Life Healer and Kragelknot coming out. They smoked up as they move into the dire jungle. Cluck leading the way because he'll be trying to rock that silence, but they're going to find nobody again. Some really unlucky smokes for them so far. They wander around, they don't see anything, they don't hear anything, they just kind of out, unfortunately, looking in the wrong places. So the smoke will wear off as they'll try to move back into their own side. I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody go for the Ancient stack again. Like, PA doing some work pushing out these lanes, just getting them pushed out as far as they can. As they see, as Nvidia reveals themselves top, Furai decides she's going to stick bottom, probably try to get this tier 1 tower while Team Nvidia pushes out the top lane. Team Nvidia using the illusions again to scout, as you see here and here. As Furai decides she's
Radiant's bottom tower.
Decides she is going to go in for it, and it's only going to be a few hits for her. So she decides to take out the creeps first. A good choice. But okay, she's got 2 TPs. They're going to be on cooldown, so she's going to be a free tower for her. If she she decides she's going to back off. Run into the side shop here for some reason. Okay, she just picks up a TP and teleports down. So decides that she can leave the creeps to finish it off. It's low enough health. That's probably a decent decision, but I would have liked to see the 400 gold. Here comes the stop on Cluck. The explode out on double-edged stance as the Skywrath immediately go down. Doom coming out on Bontakun on the back end as Puck is killed. The DP ult gonna finish off Sloth if he can't get away, and there's that one right click that they needed. It turns 4-0 as up top. Oh. There it is, just another kill. It's a full team wipe against Google Midas for Team Nvidia. And there's the GG coming out from Slipe. Excellent game between the two. Had a lot of back and forth in the early to mid game, but then the team fight stuns coming out from Nvidia just made all of the difference in the world. Very, very fun game to watch coming out this week from the After Hours Gaming League. Again, go check out the After Hours Gaming League. I'll link it in the comment, or link it in the description. But it's just afterhoursgaming.tv, and then you can check out the Dota 2. They have all sorts of games, including CS:GO, League of Legends, Hearthstone, StarCraft 2, and that's your game of the week coming out from Team Nvidia in the After Hours Gaming League. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun doing it, and I'll catch you guys in the comments. Have a good one, guys. I'm out.